Ever since people began discussing the idea of a new Croods movie, excitement has slowly started building again, bringing fans back into the world of prehistoric adventure, chaotic family moments, and heartfelt lessons wrapped inside wild, imaginative landscapes. The Croods universe has always stood out because it mixes humor, emotion, and creativity in a way that feels both familiar and completely unpredictable. As conversations about another chapter began to rise, fans started imagining what new challenges the Cave family might face, what new lands they could explore, and how their relationships would continue to evolve in a world that is constantly transforming around them. This sense of curiosity created a warm, nostalgic energy as people looked forward to returning to a world filled with bright colors, strange creatures, awkward discoveries, and heartfelt moments that always leave a smile. Imagined development. Updates suggested that the new story would focus even more on the theme of change, a topic that has always been at the heart of the Croods' journey. This time, however, the change would be bigger, more emotional, and more complex, pushing the family into situations that test their unity in ways they've never experienced before. People envisioned a plot where the world around them evolves, at a pace that scares even Grug, who has just begun to accept the idea of new experiences. The rumors painted a picture of the Croods stepping into territories that challenge their fears, their beliefs, and their traditions. Instead of simply surviving, they would be learning what it means to adapt, grow, and embrace the unknown while still holding on to the bonds that make them a family. Discussions around the story hinted at the introduction of a new environment, an undiscovered region filled with creatures unlike anything the family has seen before. People began imagining lush lands where the ground glows at night, mountains that hum with strange sounds, and forests where plants spring to life with every touch. These territories would force the Croods to expand their understanding of the world and themselves. Fans enjoyed the idea that the setting would mirror the emotional journey of the characters, breathtaking, confusing, exciting, and sometimes terrifying. The landscape itself was imagined as a living character, full of magic, danger, and heart, constantly challenging the Croods' instincts and pushing them into comedic and meaningful situations. Many imagined updates centered around how each member of the family would continue to grow. Eep, always eager for adventure, was rumored to be facing a new internal conflict, one that pushes her to question what kind of future she wants and how much she is willing to risk to achieve it. People imagined her balancing her courage with a deeper sense of responsibility, turning her into a character who not only embraces challenges but inspires others to do the same. Grug, the cautious and protective father, was expected to face his biggest challenge, yet accepting the idea that his children are growing up and that he can't shield them from every danger. This emotional struggle was imagined as one of the most heartwarming and relatable aspects of the movie, blending his stubbornness with vulnerability. Talk around the imagined updates suggested that Uga would step into a more prominent role as the emotional heart of the family, guiding them with wisdom, patience, and strength. Her ability to understand change better than anyone else would become crucial as the family navigates the unknown. Fans speculated about special bonding moments between Uga and Eep, where mother and daughter share important conversations about love, independence, and discovering purpose. These moments would not only add depth to the story but highlight the strong bonds that keep the Croods grounded even as their world evolves. Speculation surrounding the younger characters also added excitement. Thunk was imagined to continue discovering who he is, less afraid, more open-minded, and surprisingly brave when the moment calls for it. People pictured him getting caught up in hilarious situations involving new creatures, misunderstood dangers, and unexpected friendships that show his growth in a comedic but heartfelt way. Sandy, the fierce little warrior of the family, was thought to take on challenges that reveal her cleverness, not just her biting tendencies. Imagined moments showed her forming unexpectedly tender connections with new creatures, reminding everyone that even the toughest members of the family have a soft and caring side. The imagined updates also hinted that the relationship between Eep and Guy would continue evolving, exploring themes of partnership, compromise, and dreams for the future. Fans speculated about emotional moments where they discussed their fears of losing each other, their hopes for what lies ahead, and how they can build a life that honors both their adventurous spirits. Their relationship has always added a layer of warmth to the Croods' chaotic world, blending humor and love in a way that feels honest and relatable. These developments were imagined as essential to the emotional backbone of the movie. People also began creating theories about the introduction of a new tribe, one more advanced than the Croods but less luxurious than the Betterments. This new group was imagined as mysterious, resourceful, and connected to the wild in a way that intrigues the Croods. According to discussions, this tribe would carry secrets about the land, especially its glowing plants and strange creatures. Their arrival would create new dynamics, friendships, rivalries, misunderstandings, and moments of shared survival. This tribe was imagined not as enemies nor as perfect allies, but as characters whose presence challenges the Croods to understand differences, cooperate, and find harmony with those who live differently. A major point of excitement came from imagined announcements that the new movie would introduce creatures more whimsical and creative than ever before. Fans pictured glowing insects that communicate with musical vibrations, giant beasts covered in colorful feathers that shift patterns based on emotions, and tiny creatures that blend into flowers until they suddenly jump out in chaotic comedic bursts. These animals would not only add humor but also act as metaphors for the Croods' emotional journey, strange, unpredictable, and full of surprises that teach the family valuable lessons. Rumors about the emotional tone of the movie suggested a story that blends comedy with deeper themes about identity, courage, and the fear of losing what matters most. People began imagining moments where the family is forced to confront the idea that change is both beautiful and painful. Scenes where small conflicts lead to big conversations, where decisions change the direction of their journey, and where the family realizes that growing up also means letting go. This emotional depth made fans excited for a story that could make them laugh while also touching their hearts. Imagined updates also described larger-scale sequences involving breathtaking landscapes, glowing forests, strange weather patterns, and magical phenomena that transform the environment around the Croods. These sequences would show the family navigating floating platforms, running through bioluminescent fields, escaping massive rolling stones that burst with glowing spores, and discovering ancient caverns filled with drawings that reveal secrets about the land's past. Each sequence was imagined as visually stunning and creatively chaotic. Staying true to the energy of the Croods universe, speculation about comedy beats had fans laughing before anything was even confirmed. People imagined Grug misunderstanding new inventions, Thunk causing accidental chaos in the most dramatic situations, and Eep confidently running into danger only to be surprised by creatures that are far stranger than she expected. Guy's clever inventions would add another layer of humor, especially when they malfunction in ways that push the family into awkward and hilarious scenarios. Sandy's small but fierce presence would continue delivering unexpected laughs through her unique reactions and interactions. Fans also believed the movie would include deeper backstory elements, possibly showing fragments of prehistoric history, ancient beings that shaped the land, or hints about where the glowing plants and moving mountains come from. These world-building details would add mystery to the plot and give the audience a sense that the Croods world is far larger and more magical than anyone realized. People enjoyed the idea that the movie might introduce lore connected to survival, evolution, and the origins of some of the creatures the Croods encounter. Imagined conversations about the trailer described it as a thrilling visual montage filled with comedic moments, emotional expressions, glowing creatures, dangerous terrains, and hints of the new tribe observing the Croods from afar. Fans pictured the trailer ending with a dramatic yet funny moment that perfectly captures the tone of the movie, something involving a giant creature, an unexpected twist, and the entire family screaming as they run in the wrong direction. This picture of an exciting and humorous trailer kept fans eagerly imagining what the official reveal could look like. Through all these imagined updates and fan discussions, the excitement for a new Croods movie continues to grow because the Franchise has always offered a perfect blend of heart, humor, creativity, and prehistoric wonder. People want to return to the laughter-filled chaos of a family learning to survive together. They want to see strange creatures, colorful landscapes, and the Croods discovering new parts of themselves along the way.